Hello, my dear readers. Today, the midweek review is going to be about the Strange Angels series by Lily St. Croix. Now, in my hands, I have two books in one. This is Strange Angels and Betrayals, and I also have Jealousy, which is the third book. And if I'm being honest, I like this cover more than I like this cover. And that's not because of their faces. Mainly, well, it kind of is, but I just like seeing the character I created in my head better than one that's already there on the page. If I'm making any sense. Also, I'm sorry if I don't sound too hyped up on this. I'm really tired. I did not get any sleep last night. Okay, so I'm going to read this and hopefully not mumble too much. 16-year-old Drew Anderson has the touch, a sixth sense that drives her from town to hunt ghosts, vampires, wolfen, and even the occasional zombie. But Drew's life changes forever when her father is killed and evil literally comes knocking on her back door. She goes on the run on a cold Dakota night before arriving at the safe haven or deadly trap of a school for wolfen and disjumfer. Drew's beginning to realize that the touch may not be the only special power she possesses. For the tables have been turned and now Drew's the one being hunted. She's got only two people she can trust. Goth boy Graves, whose wolf bite has changed his nature but not his feelings for Drew. And protective Christoph, who will use his razor-sharp fangs to take out anyone who so much as sniffs in Drew's direction. Trouble is, Graves and Christoph don't trust each other. And with stakes this high, there's no room for distraction. Not if Drew's going to stay alive long enough to choose between them. Okay, I'm guessing this is basically just what the series is about. That might just be for Strange Angels. I don't know. This is two books, and it didn't really say which is either. So mainly the first book is about how Drew's life is literally changing. And how that all starts out. First, her dad dies after going on a hunt to hunt this really old vampire named Sergei, I think. Sergei. Yeah. Who wants Drew dead. Sergei killed Drew's mother, who was a Svetocha, if I'm saying this correctly, like Drew. Svetocha are female vampires. There's not a lot of them. Right now I think there's two. Drew is one of them, and Drew is a shorter version of her full name, which is not said in either this book, or this book. This is the thickness of each book. And I haven't read this one yet, so I don't know if it's said in this one yet or not. Anyway, the reason there's an owl on the cover is because Drew's grandmother had a white owl. And now that owl is following Drew around every time she's in danger. If Drew sees the owl, then she knows she's going to be in danger. So, basically, Drew's on the run. Christoph's trying to get her to a safe vampire school. She's taken to the wrong one in the first book. She's taken the one that has vampires and werewolves. They don't really see eye to eye. And Drew apparently likes to start fights. This is, in the second book, Drew mainly just starts fights and runs around. And pretty much runs around without trying not to get killed. She's starting to find out her powers, and she also meets a werewolf that is broken. Which basically means he's being controlled by another vampire, which is Sergei. And he's using that werewolf to try to kill Drew. But that werewolf doesn't want to kill Drew because that werewolf was friends with her mother. So he kind of helps her while also almost trying to kill her. My voice has just been going in and out. So that's what happens in the first 2 books. And I'm not going to give away too much detail about the first one. But the first book is really good. It tells of how her dad died, how her life got turned upside down, and she figures out that she's part of the thing that she's hunting for her whole life. And how she's being hunted by a vampire that killed her mother and her dad. Alright, on to the 3rd book. The real world is a frightening place. Just as 16-year-old orphan Drew Anderson, a tough girl who has taken on her fair share of bad guys. She's armed, dangerous, and not going down without a fight. So it's gonna take her a while to figure out who she can trust. Just when Drew thought she was safe, everything exploded in her face. Her mom and dad are long gone. Her protectors, Graves and Kristoff, kind of want to rip each other's throats out. The 400-year-old Nosferatu named Sergei won't stop hunting her until his bloodthirsty army of suckers has torn her to shreds. Drew's finally made it to the Scola Prima, the real deal Dejamfer training facility and home of the Order. And life is about to get even more real. There's a brand new Svetocha in town, a red-headed vixen named Anna, he's got the Order wrapped around her pretty little finger, and who'd rather kill Drew than share the spotlight. Turns out Drew's got something Anna wants, and his name just happens to be Kristoff Reynard. How can Drew trust the Order to protect her when its leaders wants her gone? Yeah, and at the bottom of this has the cover of Strange Angels and Betrayals if it hadn't been turned into 2 books. I hope you see this. So that was I haven't read this one yet, but it's really good. I enjoyed the first 2 books. This is probably more for teenagers. I guess above 16. I don't know if it says it down here. No, it doesn't say. Sometimes it says. I can read what some other critics have said about the book. Like Kirkus says, it grabs readers by the throat, sets hearts beating loudly, and never lets go. Publishers Weekly says, a vivid and dark world that will memorize readers. That's for these 2. For this one, it says the same thing on this one, except for there's another one. Teens will devour the suspenseful and action-packed read by Booklist. So, yeah, it was actually pretty interesting, and I was happy I found this. I can't remember where I found it, which is kind of weird. I mean, normally I get all my books at Half Price Bookstore. But there's no sticker on this. Maybe I took it off. Can't remember. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I think I'm going to reread it again just because it's a really good book. Yeah. Oh yeah, the cover design is by Emily Osborne. Does it say on here? This cover design was by Gregory Stadnick. So good job, Gregory Stadnick and Emily Osborne. I like Emily's better. Yeah, that's my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really an eventful review, I guess. Again, I'm sorry if I seem out of it. I haven't got any sleep. Mostly, I slept first period today at school and in the car on the way to the grocery store with my mom. And I just ate dinner, so I'm kind of slowly going back to sleep. So, next will probably be some other book I pulled out from there. I don't know. Okay. I'm also really excited for Saturday because I will be jumping into Lake Erie. It's frozen over with ice. They're going to dig out a big chunk of ice, so that way there's like a little, not really a little, but it's a little opening. And there will be firefighters there wearing thermal padding, and they will be standing in the water and helping us as we walk through it. I will be walking through really, really cold water, wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and my black Converse if I can find them. This will be my third time doing this. I have the t-shirts from the last time I did it and the towel from the first time I did it. So hopefully I do not end up sick from doing this, because that's a very big possibility. Alright, I will see you guys next week, and I will update my Facebook page. Sorry I haven't been doing that lately. Hopefully I'll get better at it in the future. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!